What is up, ladies and gentlemen? How are y'all doing out there in the world of Twitch? Welcome back to Out of Bounds. It is episode number 6 of season 2, where we're here. My man, Ressy. You doing, Ressy? Yeah. Not too much, man. Not too much. I'm glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. It's episode 6 and the very last episode of 2018. We will take you back just a little bit. We'll take you back a little bit to what our thoughts were of 2018. But first question I ask to everyone that comes in: what got you into what you do today, aka streaming, YouTube? Mainly YouTube. Mm-hmm. Right, right. Exactly, exactly. Who was like, were all those like bigger YouTubers your inspiration into what you do? Uh huh. Right, right. Exactly, exactly. I when I first got into like, oh, I didn't have a console for. When I got into playing FIFA a lot because I actually had a computer, and FIFA was one of the few sports games on a computer, and I was watching him. I was watching. God, I was watching everybody. KSI. Yeah, KSI back before he does what he does now, but yeah, he was loved to watch. I didn't watch much. I wasn't great fan of FIFA after a while. FIFA's not been the greatest game in the world. Mhm. Yeah, right. What made you want to get into MLB of all things, and not keep with like FIFA and stuff like that? Mhm. have the have the team that you have now, right? Yeah, because that card was worth a shit ton. Right, right. It happens, man. Those are the ones we always kick ourselves. But well, what was one of the I mean, you're getting it more into MLB because you obviously you're enjoying more of the community than anything. But who was one of your like? Was there anybody that inspired you to do more MLB YouTube videos? Like, is there anybody like content creator wise that you look up to? Uh, But right, would you say it's one of the best communities out there? The right, and I definitely agree. It's been that way ever since I got into the community in 2015. So, and back then it was like the community in 15 was, a little bit desolate, but like it was there and meeting most most of the guys. I don't know. Did you ever watch Carl Dude? Yeah, he's you probably have heard him talked about a lot because he was big for quite a long time on his side of things. Your video, all sorts of, is actually frozen. Oh, uh, it's been yeah, it's been all over the place, but it's good now. I think it's all good, man. I know the feeling. Trust me. We had to get techs out here only purely because of the fact that I wasn't getting consistent upload speeds. Basically, we weren't getting what we paid for. Yeah, and we got to have a high upload speed to stream with decent quality, great quality. Can't quality over quantity, in my opinion. Yeah, yeah, definitely. All right. I know there's not many viewers in here, so we probably won't take any callers. But you guys, if for the few in chat, you guys can ask any type of question you like to Ressy. There's nothing out of bounds to to any question whatsoever, unless he says so. Just like we say in every for every guest. But so are there any bigger plans you got set for your YouTube? Obviously, I know you're part of M2S now with us. Well, right, right. T for TTV says, "Hey Ressy, before you did content, what other games did you play?" Yeah. Right, right. Um, I know that I haven't gotten down to COD in a long time because nothing could ever compare to Modern Warfare 2, in my opinion. Mm. I loved Modern Warfare 2. Oh, very. I have if I go to my Steam right now, because I had it on PC, because like I said, I didn't have a console beforehand. Um, I probably have at least 1,000 hours in that game. So yeah, it's it. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking hours into that, man. Ace Clan. Oh, it definitely was. Brings back memories. I liked Black Ops 4. It was okay. I didn't. I haven't fell. I haven't fell in love like with it like Modern Warfare 2, but it not. Mm, right, 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 right. Easily, in my opinion, right now, I can't get enough of playing. Um. Oh, Rainbow Six Siege. That that game, it's probably the most underrated shooter out there right now, in my opinion. Yeah. Uh, Oh, I love that game, man. I can't get it. I can't get enough of it, especially when I have my buddy on. We're able to play together, and that's one of the few games that we actually can play together, and pretty decent. Yeah, yeah. he grind. He's a grinder. Yeah. So with the bigger plans, what are you planning on doing more with M2S? Mm, Oh boy. Ressy's gone. GG, boys. GG. Ressy's gone. Oh no. He's back. All right. Back to what you were saying. No, hey. No, hey, I've had worse happen in here. Trust me. I've had drop frames to the point where I can't even stream this podcast. I've had to cancel podcasts. I had to cancel one of my biggest podcasts ever because my internet was bad. I had Los Pollos on the line. He sat on the router. It's all good. I wa I've met I've met him. I've talked to him. I've had him on before because back then, before all of this, doing this on Twitch and shit, I did it over radio and recorded it for like SoundCloud, Apple, iTunes. Yeah. We did an interview with him. I actually used to have a co-host, but me and my co-host actually did a full interview with him, and it was like a half-hour long interview. Well, it was a lot longer. My buddy did like over 3 hours of editing because it was holy trolls. uh yeah, hey, Ty, yeah, definitely. Exclamation point call. I wasn't sure if anybody was going to be coming in to wanting to get calls, but yeah, you can definitely call in 646-568-7788. Type in the meeting ID 204-998-3972. That's the main reason why I use this program that you're on, because people can call in, type in this meeting ID, and then they can actually just talk to you. Yeah. Yeah, it's it's like a meeting program a lot of people use for like businesses and whatnot, but I use it for obviously different reasons. But yeah, right, right. So we'll definitely be waiting on you to call in, Ty. Basically, let's get back to what you were saying, man. If you remember what you were talking about. Yeah, it was. Me, me. Yeah. Right. Exactly. And I hope there's plenty of collaborations on the horizon. Maybe I just can never brainstorm enough video ideas. That is my biggest issue right now. Is not the fact that I can get on my sit on my ass, record, and then edit. The fact that coming up with ideas is my biggest problem right now. And like I had a Madden career mode series that I started for 2 episodes, and then Madden is Madden, and I dropped that. I dropped that like a rock because Madden is just ugh. I've thought about starting some with FIFA just for career mode, not Ultimate Team, because Ultimate Team's a cringe fest. But I had thoughts about doing a pack and play for MLB, but you know, it's a little late in the year to do a pack and play. Because like people are gonna be in chat, or people are gonna be in like the comments and be like, "Why are you spending $20 on packs in December?" I mean, even though they're half off. Right. Right. Hey, we do have a caller. We do have a caller. Was good, was good. Sorry, I forgot to mute participants upon entry who cannot unmute yourself. Sorry. I need to remember to do that. But I'm assuming this is Ty. Ty? Is that you? Hello? What's going on, bro? Huh? Not too bad. Not too bad. Good to have you on, man. Thank you for the call. Satisfaction. That's, I mean, yeah, 90% of the time, if you see, like, if I see a troll in my stream, I'm gonna be critiquing on your trolling. Like, are you a good troll? If you're not a good troll, you're banned. If yeah, if you if I know you're a good troll, you could stay in here all you want. It's still not gonna phase me. But I'm gonna see. Yeah, it's still not gonna phase me. But like, I want to sit here critique your trolling, and if your trolling is terrible, you're gone. Right. Right. Yeah, 90% of the time I'm either laughing or I'm just saying you're a fucking terrible troll. Get out of here. Yeah. Well, thank you for calling, Ty. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, no problem, brother. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. Ty, thank you for the call, man. I appreciate you coming in. If any of you guys would like to call in, 646-568-7788, type of the meeting ID 204-998-3972. Oh, and I think your friend Young Nugget 99 is in. He says he's in the chat. Uh. I see. I see. I see. So one topic I gave you that I really want to get into. You being a Marlins fan must be painful, right? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what do you think it's gonna take for them to, get back into the promised land, get back to what, back to 2000? What was it, 3? Right. You kind of enjoy what Jeter's doing in a sense. Yeah. Yeah. Where the where the sculpture used to be. That everybody loved, not including you, I'm assuming. Yeah, yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. I mean, it's it's an ugly piece. It's ugly, but like, it's, but I mean, it's a part of that stadium, so I guess it's never gonna be right. So to get back to the promised land, obviously they're gonna want to be getting rid of some people. They already got rid of Stanton. Um, he's gone. I mean, that was purely salary reasons. I mean, it because otherwise that salary was gonna cripple your franchise. Yeah, you do get a pretty decent player in Castro out of it. Oh, I miss him. I miss him. He- yeah, he played for the Cubs, and then he was traded to the Yankees after we picked up Ben Zobrist. Yeah, and we might want him back. hmm Right? Yeah, that sounds like Garland. I mean, I in all honesty, right now, I would rather have him over Addison Russell. It's a tough topic to talk about, but like right now, I want to be real with everybody in the chat. And this is gonna get get your get your bleeps ready because this is gonna get a little profanity, a little bit. Addison Russell, get the fuck out of Chicago. Get the fuck out of Chicago. I am sick and tired of it. Get the fuck out of Chicago. Who are we talking about today? We're talking about Addison Russell. Obviously, I mean, with the investigation they bought out, it's obviously true, and then it came out that with his first, what was it, first baby mama, he pays all of his child support in quarters. Yeah. And yeah, we tendered him. He's suspended. Well, he's suspended to start the season, but I fully believe we're either trying to work to make him better, which I kind of understand because Theo is a very understanding person, because that's just how Theo is. But with this whole thing about in quarters, that's just a little too that. Yes, Tay, it is for real. His first baby mama came out and said that. He's paying. Yeah, he's paying all of his child support to her in quarters. And yeah, and in all honesty, there's two reasons why I see why we tendered him. One, trying to rehabilitate him, which I think it shouldn't happen, but you know, like I said, I understand Theo, just the way he is. He was the same way with Chapman, Aroldis Chapman, and that's why we traded for him. But or number two, we're trading him. We want something out of him, which knows if somebody's gonna take him, but he has upside, but then he has the baggage. So he has the upside of being a great player, but he's also a piece of shit. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Everybody kept saying, I don't know. Everybody kept saying there was rumors going around that Ian Happ of the Chicago Cubs wasn't a very clubhousey guy. But like, because you know, Rizzo's a clubhouse guy. Everyone knows that. He lives and breathes the Chicago Cubs. But but there was always rumors that he was that type of dude, but I don't know. EDC says, highly doubt anyone trades for Russell, maybe, but doubt it. If we give, I mean, there's teams like that. There's definitely teams like that. And apparently came up last year, or what was it? Yeah, last season, that we could have traded him along with Mike Montgomery and someone else, can't remember who, for Manny Machado. That was on the table. But this was all, okay, here's the thing. This is all before all of this came out. Because it did come out at first. There was claims about 2 years ago from what was her face? his now ex-wife that he was cheating and he was abusive piece of shit, but she never participated in the investigation, so they dropped it because obviously there's nothing they can do. And then fast forward to this year, she says something again. She actually comes forward. It's a bad look. EDC, you think? You think it would have? It would have been awful for Baltimore. I mean, they would have gotten some. I think they wanted Almora as well, which I would have given him. I would have given him Almora. I don't like Almora. Moore is just he's not what he used to be. It's Almora, Hap, Schwarber, Hayward. Can't think of anybody else. Zobrist can play. Yeah, Zobrist can. Yeah, Contreras can play outfield if he wants to. Oh, Ian Happ hit a dong in the first pitch. He also did lead the league in outfield assists. So there was people basically they hit a base hit towards him. People tested him to go to second. Every single time he got him. He threw it to second and got him easy. He's got an arm. He's worked on being better. I think he could do it. But like if DH ever came to the NL, he'd be in that easy. But EDC of all people is reminding me of this. The Cardinals fan. Bryant can play corner outfield. He can't. I forgot about that. Chris Bryant can play a decent corner outfield, but it's back to the topic at hand. JT Realmuto. Where do you think he goes, and what do you want for him? If you're the Marlins GM. Hold on, Ressy. Your audio's cutting out. Oh, there it is. You good. Go ahead and say that again. Right. Whoa, that's pushing it. Traded two of their outfielders and one of their starting pitchers to free up money. And I mean you're basically subtracting one and adding at another position. I mean, at a different position, so that it just would not work at all. It obviously obviously he's with Cincinnati now. Yeah, they did trade. I mean, it makes sense in a sense, but they did just trade for Mejia, so Francisco Mejia. So I mean, maybe you guys, if they want a catcher now, I'm assuming they could maybe give up Mejia, but obviously that's a big prospect. They're not going to give up Fernando Tatis Jr., of course. EDC, that is true. I forgot Mejia can't play the outfield. I've heard he really, really wants to play catcher though. That's like, I hear rumors all the time that he prefers catcher. He prefers catcher. I prefer catcher. Blah blah blah. Stuff like that. But in my opinion, if you guys are gonna get, go ahead. If you guys are gonna get somebody for him, got to do it now, in my opinion. You just right, exactly. Yeah, right, right, exactly, exactly. You think 5 to 10 years is they be ready to go? You think, like the Marlins? Yeah, right, right, right. Oh, I'd definitely be excited too. I'd definitely be excited as well. All right, moving on to another topic. Well, basically, I've already told you guys that it's the last episode of 2018. Been a wild ride with Out of Bounds. Went on a long hiatus with Out of Bounds for a while. Came back, and yeah, it's been great with Out of Bounds. Doing it so much. Been hot. I will be perfectly honest with you guys, to everybody that's in here that has ever watched this podcast before. If I don't have a podcast during the week, purely it's because I cannot find somebody to have on. And I can't do this by myself. It's just talking by myself for an hour. I can't do that. Um but just to let everybody know about that. But been a quite crazy doing this show. We've had Zach TTG of all people come on the show, Ambish, Kobe, you name it. I had them on. I nearly had Los on. Hmm. I met Zach at TwitchCon. I met Ambish purely out of random because I was hanging out in Zach's Discord, and I was talking to somebody else, and then all of a sudden Ambish came in, and then he started talking about wanting to upgrade his system, and I'm like, hey, I can help you figure that out, yada yada yada, and then we're talking about what kind of upgrades to get him and all that type of stuff, and then he started following me, and I've been watching him ever since, even though I don't play much 2K. Yeah. I mean, I met Kobe at TwitchCon as well. I met C-Mills at TwitchCon. Well, a lot of them I met at Twitch, basically. But yeah, that's one. I'm gonna tell you right now, Ressy. If you ever get like the chance, if it's ever close to you, if you ever get the chance to go to it, highly suggest going to TwitchCon. A bunch of like-minded, even though probably a lot of them will be doing YouTube as well, and I know you want to be doing more YouTube than Twitch, but there's a lot of like-minded content creators that'll be there that you'll be able to meet, that you'll be able to talk to, and be able to get to know people. It's like making connections throughout the Twitch community is what got me, obviously, talking to Los, talking to Zach, talking to Kobe, talking to C-Mills, all of them. Yeah, like having those connections. And I tell this to anybody that comes in, branch out, talk to people, meet new people. Just be yourself. Go and talk to somebody. There's a lot of like-minded guys out there that are willing to do the same thing that you want to do, whether it's obviously this or it's a completely something different. Yeah, having friends, having connections. Like, I mean, how do you think I got to know so many people in this community? I'm not the most followed, I'm not the most, viewed guy in the community, but I know pretty much everybody. I know Healy. I met Healy out at TwitchCon. He's in chat right now. I met I met I stayed in a hotel with JV and Clutch. Yeah, hell yeah. I met Draftneck Mark, one of the nicest dudes ever, not gonna lie. Um yeah, he's one of the coolest dudes I know. Have met so many people in this community. I've personally talked to with TD Barrett on a somewhat regular basis. Well, not somewhat regular basis, but I was talking to TD Barrett for quite some time. Tried to have him on the show, maybe eventually. But yeah, that's the biggest thing I could tell you, I could tell anybody out here. No matter if you're big, small, medium, large. I don't know. They're all the same meaning. Whether you're all of that, you can still go out and meet others. Oh, yes, Healy, connections are key. They are so key. They are so key. But no matter how big you are or no matter how small you are, there's going to be other people out there that are so like-minded and maybe just act the same as you, and maybe they're bigger than you, and maybe you could just make a complete friendship out of it. So yeah, yeah, that is a definitely a big goal, very good and big goal to have. Um, you definitely met one in me, of course. This pure. Not purely because of M2S, but like, we talked before. But yeah, it helps out having you around with M2S. So, but okay. Basically, get to what we were saying about 2018. I want to get a little bit off track with the content creation and whatnot, and go back to 2018. This is all going to be opinion based. Nothing is facts. This is all just opinion based on what we feel. And I'm just going to fire off any questions of certain things in 2018. Like, for example, Ressy, what was your favorite, like, not just rap album, any music album? What was your favorite music album of 2018? Yeah? Mike's cutting out. Hold on. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. I don't know what my favorite album would have been. Um, but in all honesty, oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, I've heard of him. Right, I feel you. I feel you. Well, I thought about this and and surprised I didn't think about this before. Beer bongs and Bentleys. I I did not listen to anything else for at least 3 weeks straight. That's all I listen to, and I will still bump it to this day. But like, that is clear number one. Beer bongs and Bentleys, because a lot of people think it was not that great. I think it was great because I can vibe to any song he has on there, and it's absolutely, he is a talented man one way or another. He is so talented. But number two, a close number two though. Even though he did pass away, rest his goddamn soul, Mac Miller, Swimming. That album was so underrated. So underrated. Here's the thing. It came out the same time as Astroworld, so that's why it got overlooked. Oh, it is very, and it's sad that he's not with us today anymore. God rest his soul, because he was a talented man, and I vibed to him through all throughout high school, a little bit through college. It, when I first heard about the fact that he's dead, I about lost my shit. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. Well, you don't realize for a long time how big of an impact these artists can be on your lives until they're gone. And they're right. Like no matter what X did in his past, he was a young man. He was still very young. He had a chance to work on himself. Um, and he was, and he was. But there was a lot of people that he made a big impact on their life. I didn't personally listen to his music that much, but I'm not going to sit here and judge a man that's made past mistakes, even if they were for obviously really stupid reasons. Stupid reasons. And he but he obviously made an effort to go out and try and fix himself and go in the process of it. So I give him credit for that, but I haven't personally said much about it, obviously until now, because I just don't feel the need to say anything because I didn't listen to him as much. So, but Yeah. Sad. Yeah. Um. So, moving into the next question I have on the list. Was there an artist out there that you really secretly enjoyed in 2018 that maybe like somebody else, like a lot of people didn't like, or maybe you just didn't want? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Okay. Here's the thing with me. I'm kind of in the same way. This is not for like this year, but like there's one person I could bump no matter what, and I love, and his music bangs. KT, Justin Timberlake, always. like like people might judge me, but fuck it. I will always be bumping him. Yeah. Yeah, oh well, but then there's pushing it by playing mirrors at full blast in your car. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, okay. Someone I secretly enjoyed this year, um, that usually I'm the type of person that says I don't like mumble rappers, but god damn it, Kodak Black throws out bangers. He, he mm-hmm. Hell yeah. And he has plenty of those. And yeah, and I'll bump him, and I enjoyed him. It's one that I haven't really enjoyed this year. I don't know why, but because I don't usually like, mumble rappers like I said, but I broadened my horizon a little bit. I am. Only two songs actually. No, I feel you. I feel you. I'm only really a fan of two of his songs. Unlike my brother, who listens to him on a const- consistent basis. He doesn't even like rap that much. He and I've seen him lately. He's been bumping that. He's been bumping Boogie with a Hoodie's new album. Yeah, he's been bumping all over the place. Hell yeah, hell yeah, brother. Yeah, it's a good song. You thoroughly got. Did you like get introduced more to Queen, or like? Yeah, He, he is the voice. He has the voice of a freaking angel. Like, yeah, yeah. And so I am glad you got into Queen a lot more. That is good to hear. Yeah. Right. 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 Um. Well, okay, we're gonna get to about maybe two more of the questions because we're running on time. But we've been having a great fucking podcast. Yeah, yeah. We'll get into two more of them. What's your favorite video game of 2018? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, this is a tough one for me, but and I haven't played it as much as I should be because I'm still addicted to MLB, and I always will be. MLB was not my favorite. It's got to go to Red Dead. Oh, give it a shot. Give it a shot. I mean, you're not if you're not into the single player type, then I mean, you might enjoy it. It's just a beautiful game, and I need to get more into it because I there was a point in time when I was constantly playing it on stream and trying to do the story, and then I just stopped, and now I need to get back into it. And there's online too. Just online's not fun without friends. Yeah, right, right. It's definitely one of the top games out there. I think it was game of the year, but then again, I didn't play God of War. I judge. Right. All right. Last question, and we'll give our final words. One baseball player you enjoyed watching. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Mine's easy. Javi. Javi was the man. I personally feel he single-handedly kept us where we were at to get to the playoffs, even if it was just a wild card. He had an MVP type season, and if Christian Yelich didn't have the type of season he had, he would have been MVP. Period. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. I wasn't that type of Cubs fan that was like, Baez is the MVP no matter what. I've seen a few like that, and I'm like, no, shut up. You make all of us Cubs fans look bad. Shut up. Like, seriously. It's annoying. Like, just those kind of Cubs fans, those aren't real Cubs fans. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Those aren't real Cubs fans. All right. So that's about it. Ressy, any final words? Mm-hmm. Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you for joining me. It was great talking to you. You're full of information. And hey, that makes for a great podcast, no lie. Anytime I can get to know you, anytime I can get to know you better, that is purely the reason why I want to do it. I want to get to know you. Purely the reason why I did it was Zach, Kobe, all of them. Anybody that I've ever had on, I don't do it for the clout. I don't. Well, I mean, clout's not. I'm not gonna lie. Clout is nice, but the clout is nice, but like, that's not the pure reason I do it. I do it for the reasons to get to know the creators, get to know the person that I have on the other side of me talking to me about what they do, what they try to do, to hopefully to do for a living, you know. Uh, all right, guys. Appreciate you, Tay, um, Ty. Appreciate you all. Young Nugget, Healy, EDC. Appreciate all of you guys for coming through. Jay Rich. Appreciate you all, guys. All of you for coming through. Thank you guys for making a 2018 another great year, and here's for a great 2019. Here. All right. Have a good night, y'all, and peace.